Okay, so I did spring cleaning over the weekend, and I found these pair of pants, which were my super tight sausagey 24s that I wore pre-op. And they're actually in the photos, my video where I have a few before pictures, the one where I'm sitting down on the ground in like a blueberry patch, and there's a little baby, and I look like I'm going to eat the baby. I'm wearing these pants, and they are super tight, like leaving grooves in my stomach tight. And look at these now. Isn't that crazy? I put these on, and not that I forget how big I was, but suddenly I was like, oh, like that is 80 pounds. That's insane. And then this shirt, which I haven't worn, I'm going to try to do this without totally flashing you. This shirt is another shirt that I found that I used to really love. And it used to be pretty tight, you know, whatever. It didn't look bad, but it was tight. And I found it, and it could be a dress now. Like, this is just like, this is me. This used to be me. Do you know what I mean? And now it's like, down. Hey guys, it's katiejuly. This is my week 18 post-op gastric bypass update. So hopefully I'll have figured out how to edit, and you'll have just seen the clip of me and my spring cleaning pants that I found. Isn't that crazy? I don't know. It's weird because it's almost like I have forgotten how big I used to be. And I know that's a weird thing to say because obviously I have tons, I mean, not even a ton of photos. I was really good at avoiding the camera, but I have photos and I have clothes, but I finally got rid of, you know, a lot of clothes that I had when I was starting out and even a little bit after that, and sent them off to friends. But I'm going to keep those pair because those were like my biggest pair that I had that were really tight, that it's just really fun to get into them and feel little for the first time in a long time, which is nice. So Allison, check out what I'm drinking. This is your coffee protein recipe. This is the third day in a row that I've had it. It's really tasty. And I'm going to put the link to Allison's recipe over here. So if you guys haven't seen it yet, you should really try it. I know I swap out 4 ounces of the coffee for 4 ounces of soy milk just to make it a little bit creamier. And because I'm not a big coffee drinker, I usually drink a ton of tea. And the first day that I made it, actually, I had the shake at like 3 p.m. or something like that. And then went to bed at like 11 and was laying in bed, and my mind was like dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum, like racing. And I was like, oh yeah, I probably shouldn't have this after breakfast. So the last 2 days for breakfast I've had it. It's 40 grams of protein. I usually don't drink it right out of this blender thing, but it's super early here and I'm tired, and I'm just going to have it out of this for now. Okay, the numbers. So I have it written down here. So this is my 18th week. I started off at 290. Last week I was 208.6. This week I am 205.2, which is a loss of 3.4. Feels really good. And 84.8 pounds total. Awesome. So I am, 5.3 then pounds away from Wonderland, which is mind-boggling. Actually, like, really cannot comprehend what that would mean. I haven't been in the 190s in 6 years, I guess. And when I was in the 190s, I was 198 for an afternoon, like, seriously. I think just long enough to weigh myself, weep a little, and then pop back into the 200s. So I have not, like, really weighed less than 200 pounds since 8th grade. 8th grade, which is insane. I mean, insane to me. I'm getting so insanely excited about the meet and greet, and of course, like, a little bit of me is setting my goal for that. Not that I'm like obsessed with you guys seeing me 2 pounds lighter, but it just seems like, that's what, 2.5 weeks away at this point, 3 weeks away at this point, 3. So 5.3 pounds, 2.5 weeks. That's my goal. I would love to be in Wonderland and be able to do my Wonderland dance on the dance floor in Pennsylvania. So that's my goal. I'm setting it now. It's exciting. One thing that I definitely need to do to make the goal, which I realize that I haven't been doing, is get to the gym more. I went 2 times again this week, and another day took a long walk, which is fine. I mean, I know that everyone is really busy, and I know that everyone works hard, and I know that that can't be our excuse for not doing it. And I definitely could have gone more than twice this week. But I work at a magazine. I think I've told you guys before, I'm an editor at a magazine. And it's just really cyclical. So there's 1 or 2 weeks every month where I am there from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. every single day and totally stressed and freaking out. And that's this week for me. So if I can keep my head above water and if I can eat, on average 800 calories or less, and even if I don't go to the gym, I feel like that's a success. Do you know what I mean? Because I used to be there for 12 hours a day, not get up from my desk at all, and just eat these massive quantities of food throughout the day as sort of like self-medicating relaxers. So if I can do that, I feel like, if I cannot do that, I feel like I'm a winner. But definitely this weekend, I need to get my butt to the gym more often. The other thing with work, and I don't think I've told you guys this yet, but I know that I've been complaining a little bit off and on about people at work not noticing, and I know people are awkward, and I've lost 85 pounds essentially at this point. So definitely people can tell, hopefully, but no one has said anything. So this week, it was like the magical week. This woman that I don't work directly with, but I, am a little bit chatty with, she stopped by my desk and she was like, what did she say? She was like, oh, I have to say, you are shrinking. And I was like, thank you. Of course, I was actually eating at my desk. I'd made like kielbasa sausage and peppers. And I just put this like big bite in my mouth when she walked up. So I was like, mwah, 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 mwah. Thank you, swallowing. And she was like, I noticed it before, but I didn't want to say anything. And then I saw you again today, and I realized I have to say something. Your face is just like, oh my God. I'm such a dork, and I'm so vain that I was like, thank you. And she's like, oh, what are you doing? And this is also like in the middle of my workplace. So it's like, oh, watching what I eat, true. And getting to the gym, true. And I was like, it's kind of like, but worth it for the compliments. I don't love the gym. And she was like, well, you look great. That's so sweet. So then the very same day, there was this woman who, her English is a little bit broken, so we don't talk that much. She is the cleaning lady. So she comes around in the evenings, like between 7 and 8, and I'm always there, and like takes the trash from my desk and stuff. And so we just say hi and like smile. She dyed her hair. I complimented her, that kind of thing. But so she came up and was like, the very same day, and was like, she's like, be careful now. And I was like, what? Thought I was doing something weird. And she was like, don't disappear. And I was just like, oh my God, I wanted to hug her, this woman that I've never chatted with really. And she was like, you look so much smaller. She's like, you look, what's the word? And I was like, thin, skinny, pretty. And she was like, the energy. And I was like, energetic? I'm so crazy vain. It's insane. But that just like put me over the moon, those 2 little compliments. And then the very next day, this other girl that I do work with who, is 24, might weigh 110 pounds wet. Do you know what I mean? She's short. She's 5'3", but teeny tiny. Sent me an email and was like, oh, I want to let you know you look really good lately. I'm really bad at giving compliments and getting compliments, and I'm awkward, but you look great, or something like that, which is also so sweet. So I don't know what happened, but this week it was like compliments left, right, left, which is just so nice. So nice. And I know that it's vain. I know that it's vain to just be like eating them up with a spoon. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, keep them coming, like bask in them. But it's like, how often before was I getting any compliments? Do you know what I mean? Like maybe someone would like a shirt I was wearing. But I was never getting, like, you look great compliments, which is just really, really exciting. So that has been really, really fun. And then being within 6 pounds Wonderland now is insane. I'm trying to think. The only other thing, so I don't know, I'm sure all of you guys subscribe to Mike. I'll put his link over here, link happy today. But he's putting together a new channel, collaboration channel, all about people who've had weight loss surgery and relationships. And it's going to be a collab channel, so there are 6 co-hosts, and a lot of them are actually couples, so pairs. And he so sweetly asked me to be one of the hosts. And Wednesday, I think, is going to be my day. So I'm going to put the link over there to the channel, too, which is Losers in Love. And if you guys could go click there and subscribe if you haven't already. And in the comment section, if you want to leave any questions you have that you want people to talk about or any suggestions for topics. I mean, obviously we're not experts, so it's not like we're